What's up, people? Lots some people come on in. How y'all doing this morning? Beautiful, 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 beautiful morning this morning. Come on in, people. Come on in. You already know I'm random with the lies. So make sure you hit the thumbs up as you come in. Want to explain what we got going on. As promised, as last week, the video course is up. The video course is up. If you look in the description of the video course is up, guys. So come on in. Do a little Q&A, answer some of your questions. If you have questions, got a little time. I got a little time. How y'all doing out there this morning? Hope everything is going wonderfully well for you. So, folks, staying up this early. Yeah, man, I want to say I went to sleep at like about 1. I was up for 2 o'clock. All right. And so, my daughter at practice. So when I leave to school, go pick up the boys, we gonna get our hair cut. So all right, people, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Come on, hit the thumbs up, man. We got about 19, 20 people up in here. Hit the thumbs up. Let me go ahead and fix this phone back. I'm gonna get right into it. So once again, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. What's up, Mad Money? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So again, before I get into the content, where did I put it? I just had it, man. Before I get into the content, I want to tell you guys about, because I had some truckers. Was asking me about the mobile hotspots. Here it is, right here. So, what's up, Steve? So the mobile hotspot. So this right here, I'm working with a company, 750 gigs, I believe it is, and it connects up to about 5 devices. So you can put this in your vehicle. If you're a trucker, I know my live before last, you guys was asking me about it. Here it is right here. Gonna put it on my website. So basically what you do, you just order from the website, ship it off. When you get it, we activate it for you. Now the reason why this tech gonna blow up his vehicle. the, the reason why I haven't been pushing this was because most of the people I deal with, guys, they don't necessarily get hotspots to use in vehicles. But I totally understand truckers always on the road. This would be a godsend to you guys. But I haven't pushed this because I played with it for about like 2, 3, well, about 2 months, I think, and I couldn't get it to connect with a through the USB hub to like a hub with an Ethernet port in there to connect it to a router to run a home. I was trying to get it to run a home on it, but I couldn't. So therefore, it was kind of obsolete for most of my clients. If you have clients that's mobile, this is good for them. Um, 750 gigs, and put it on the website with the prices and stuff. Now, if you watched my live last week, I told you guys I had the setup with the router slash hotspot. It had SIM card in there. Now that router, guys, that particular router, I call it the magic box. You can put just about any SIM card from any carrier up in there. So if you got T-Mobile or you got AT&T, um, if you got Verizon, something like that, if you have a SIM card and you know the APN, and sometimes really you don't even have to know the APN because it automatically does it for you. You can put it up in there, and it keeps that card from calling back home. It keeps them from shooting it down. So with the AT&T tablet plan, they were shooting down the IME numbers because it wasn't matching up. with like visible method and stuff like that, T-Mobile now, um, they they might have unlimited hotspot, but it's usually up to like 5 megabyte speed, top speed. And so when you take the SIM card out after you activate the SIM card and you put it in the hotspot, you're not getting past those 5 megabytes per second, right? That router, what it does is it allows you the firmware now, it allows you to change the TTL. So what I did was for resellers, I put together a course. It's 6 modules. Module one is just the intro. So I want to be fully transparent with you guys. I don't know what service you plan on selling or using, but you have to check the TOS, the terms of services. Sometimes when you take the SIM card out of a, or you activate a SIM card and you put it into a device that they don't recommend or they don't approve, you can violate their terms of service. Me, I was fully aware of that in the days of getting the AT&T SIM card, activating it, and putting it in hotspots using the tablet plan method and changing the IME numbers. I was fully aware of that. So when I got all of those clients out there into the world, and when AT&T started shooting it down, I took I took that risk. High risk, high reward. We made a lot of money off of that. No, none of my customers lost money because the plans was from month to month. All right. And if you paid me at the beginning of the month, and if you got shot down, I reimburse you. But most of the time, back in those days, I was telling my customers, "Hey, look, at any time they can change, their terms of service or whatever." Communication. However, now with this method, module one, intro. Module two, I'm basically showing you how you can manage your customers. If you are a reseller, how you can manage your customers. I show you how to use Google Slide. I'm very repetitive in a video because I hit and doing a video course because I hit the main point that I'm hitting is that some of you guys in the past that have brought my products, some of you guys, you would sign up for a particular service, and I would tell you to use your customer email for you to contact them. But some of you use your customer email when you signed up for a plan. So what happened is when that bill is due, you don't get that email. The customer get that email. Yes, it's going to automatically be deducted out of whatever card you put it on. But imagine if I'm your customer and I'm getting an email saying that my bill is due, and if you have them on using the visible method and you got them on a party plan, and they're seeing that, hey, this is only $25, but tech charging me $120, tech charging me $200, whatever you charge your client. So just be aware of that, guys, is that you want to. So bro said I have two hotspots from the old method. I'm careful of staying under 200 gigabytes. Yeah, it still has some people with the old method, man. You can still fly underneath the radar. But you have to create what I call dummy emails, man, to keep up with that. And you also have to manage your clients, their due dates and stuff like that, and whatever services you have them using. I have a module just for that. The other module is I have a module where I show you exactly where you can go to get a service, right? To get a service. I highlight two services and I show you exactly where you can go and how you can get a SIM card. Okay. The next module is I show you where you can go to get the device, where you can go to buy the device, and I show you the support group, the forums for the device. Not only does this forum help you with anything you need to know about these different methods, but you can be introduced, if you're interested, you can be introduced to new devices, different techniques, other services, and other business ideas and models. Okay. The other module is I show you exactly how to log into the hotspot and how you can change the TTL, some of the recommended numbers for the TTL. That's in the fifth module. And the sixth module, I kind of recap everything and I give you a business idea. So this video course, guys, from front to back, is really everything you need to know. I tell you guys this is that whenever I put together a product, it's basically plug and play. Only thing you got to do is plug your mind into it and run the play. I'm gonna say that again. When I put together a program, basically everything, I've done all of the work, all of the research, I spent the money to test the devices. And when I put together a video course, it's plug and play. Only thing you got to do, you got to plug into it and then run the play, run the information that I'm giving to you. So that video course is out. What I was trying to do, because I, I'm always trying to give information out to help individuals. I was trying to create something on my YouTube channel to where if you wasn't a reseller, that you still can get this information without paying for it, right? Because I charge resellers because you're making money off of my investment, my time investment, the investment I made in buying different services, the investment I made in buying different devices. So I charge resellers. And if you're a reseller or you're a business person like me, we buy information all the time because good information help us make money. uh Good businessman, a good businesswoman, we don't mind spending money on something that's going to make us money. But the average person at home, like I had a client during the height of COVID, was working from home, and our kids was homeschooling, and she absolutely had no access to good internet. A lot of these people, man, they got to get what they call the satellite internet, and that thing is very, very slow in some parts of the world. But trying to create something for individuals without them paying proven to be problematic, and I'm going to explain to you why. There's too many dishonest people out there, man. I'm gonna say it again. There's too many dishonest people out there because, believe it or not, somebody would say, "Hey, I want this for myself," and there's no way I can give out the information. Thank you, Cable Smashers. And I did get your email too, man. I'm gonna go ahead and look at that marketing thing because one of the things I'm off the subject a little bit, but um, what's up, D Johnson? One of the things I'm getting into is my funnels. Is how to do my funnels better. I've been paying other people on Facebook. I haven't paid anyone to do my YouTube ads, but I've been paying somebody to do my Facebook ads, and somebody else I paid somebody else to do my funnels, and I wasn't too happy with the outcome. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna look at that information, man. So matter of fact, when I go to the barber shop and we get our haircut, I'm gonna go ahead and look at the information, man. So do it yourself, man. Cable smashers, man. Like I have done it in the past, but it's not my expertise. I've been trying to learn. I just not a lot of time in the day. So if that program or the information that you give me is going to help me be able to do it, I'm definitely going to check it out. I appreciate that. Back to what I was saying is that there's so many dishonest people is that it's hard for me to put the information out in a way that can be just for individuals without somebody taking the information to go make a profit off of it. So that's kind of like it's kind of where I'm at, man. It's sort of a bummer because I do what I have done in the past. Also, like somebody hit me up and they'd be like, "Hey, Tech, man, uh, I'm working from home and I can't afford the internet around here. I donate a video to them. I donate one of my video courses or something to them. But what happened with that? Dishonest people. You start hitting people up, giving you sad stories. You know what I'm saying? And you might catch them in somebody else live in the comment section. Balling out about what they're gonna do that weekend and stuff like that. So, man, it's people are so dishonest, like your mama said when you were growing up, or the old people said you were growing up. Sometimes the good gotta suffer for the bad, and I hate being like that, man. Every now and then, when God move on my heart, man, I might just bless somebody or whatever. But unfortunately, I kind of do like most of the stuff in my local community. because you don't know who's who anymore. It used to be at one time, man, that you can take a man or a woman at their word, but apparently we're not there in this world anymore. So that this video course, man, again, if you're looking to make money off of it, this, this is what we've been looking for. All right. Now, what I wanna I'm gonna send you something else would look like on a for LT. Man, let me catch this comment. Look like on the 4GLTTE world, just keep it to yourself for a while. All right. All right. All right. All right. Android box sim using data, not Wi-Fi. All right. Facts. All right. It's funny you mentioned that, 'cause that just what I was about to say. What I'm gonna look into doing is something simple, because the router slash hotspot that I showed you guys and that I tell you about in the course, I'm gonna look into rebranding it. So it can be done two ways, right? You actually, a lot of you might not know this, but you literally can um work with a manufacturing company in China. Man, shucks, if you got see this, I'm all over the place. if if this community of streamers, bro, if we really was together, and when I say together, if every one of my students, I ain't gonna say every one of my students, I'm gonna say if just 3% of my students that made money in the past, I'm talking about those of you that was making 3,000, those of you that's making 6 and 7 grand a month, and you did that for a whole year before that plan got shut down, or my students that currently going through my 6-figure journey video course, if you have reached your goal during that course and was able to repair your credit, and now you got those other lines of income that I teach you in that video. If you making that $10,000 a month plus, those of you that have took these lessons and implemented it in your lives and made money, if we really was a close knit community where we can trust each other, we're a community but we don't trust each other. And there's some people I mess with in the streaming world that I trust but I don't trust. If that makes sense, right? There's very few people in the streaming world outside of DST that I do business with. And I say I do business with, meaning that I put my bread with them and expect them to do right by me as it relates to giving them money, right? But if we really was a close knit community, man, we can literally buy a factory in China for about $40,000. You literally can buy a factory in China for a manufacturing China for about $40,000, man. And the 6-figure course, if you look in the description of this video, you're gonna see a link to the 6-figure course also. That course right there, the 6-figure course, is www.sixfigurejourneys is plural.com. That's gonna take you to my funnel page, my landing page, and you can buy the course there. That course right there, it's 3 modules. The first module teaches you credit repair, how you can repair your credit on your own. And in that module, it also shows you how, after you repair your credit, I suggest that you could repair the credit of your family and your friends, and they will rebrand box on quality 500 or more with your logo. Yeah, you're right. I was trying to get to that, but once I get to talking, it's all over the place. But it repairs your credit. I suggest that you repair the credit of your friends or family or whatever. You can after module 1, you can start a business just doing credit repair, because I give you all the information how to repair your own credit. If you don't believe me, I'm divorced. My wife is divorced. My wife has student loans, uh, two repossessions, right? Uh, 2 foreclosures, threatened to be foreclosed. Was able to get a modification and all of that. So our credit just was messed up, man. Just was messed up. That's why I tell people, man, whenever somebody try to like knock me about, selling this or selling that or being flashy or whatever, man, I let that go in one ear and out the other, because I know where I come from, man. I know my background, man. I know who I am. But so I implement those things in my life. My wife just got her first $10,000 credit card 2 weeks ago. She got a Chase card, a Reserve, Sapphire Reserve card, I believe it is. So her first $10,000 credit card ever. She went from not. I'm gonna tell you. My wife went from not having a credit score. My wife's scores were so low that when she applied for something, they couldn't pull her score because it just was. She just had so many things on it. She's a nurse, student loans, man, Fannie Mae always in our inbox, in our mailbox, I should say. But exactly, bro. We went through that course. Did some of the things to help her credit. My wife credit score is not 700 plus. She just got her first $10,000 credit card, man, and that was in less than 6 months. Was able to do that. That's the first course at sixfigurejourneys.com. The first module, I should say, in the course at sixfigurejourneys.com. It's about credit repair. Also in that credit repair, man, after you repair your credit, I said you could repair the credit of your friends or somebody like that, the family. You can charge them, or you can get your LLC. You can start a whole business just doing that. And of course, anything you start, you can build upon it and learn more about the credit game. The credit game itself. 3 years ago, y'all know every year I do a live around New Year's telling y'all what I'm looking to do with the channel, what I'm looking to do with my personal life. I want to say about 3 years, 2 or 3 years ago, I told you guys I was going to planning on getting more into the financial side of YouTube and learn more about investments. And I was studying something called velocity banking. And this what took me down this path. And this how I was able to do this course. Credit alone can help you get to 10 figures. Just preparing other people credit can help you get to 10 figures a year. Here's another thing. Once you repair your credit and fix your credit and you get good credit, you can put your credit on the market. Some called trade line. I'm gonna tell you what a trade line is. And this free game right here, guys, this free game straight from the course. Let's say you got mediocre credit, but you want a new car. Let's say your credit score is about focus tech. Let's say your credit score is about 580, but you want to go to a car lot. You can nowadays you go to a car lot with a credit score about 580. That's not, it's not good credit. You know what I'm saying? And you can walk off the lot with a car, but your interest rate will be to the roof. Okay, you go to one of these sites and you get a trade line like about a month or two before you go apply for a car or before you apply for a house. What a trade line is that someone on that site, and I tell you the different site on the in the video course, someone on that site might have their credit that they're willing to lend to you. It's called trade line. It's like their credit they're willing to lend to you. So you fill out the information, you put your information, your social security and all of that. But first you got to register. But you put all your information out, then you buy. All right. You get to go through different people and you get to buy. What are you buying? So somebody might have $50,000 worth of credit listed on their trail line. $50,000 worth of credit with a 20-year credit history. That means that they're going to put you on as a rider, right? They're going to put you on as a rider on their credit card. Once you buy that, it might be 600, it might be 800, it might be 200. It just depends what you buy. Once you buy that, 30 days, usually 30 days from the point you buy it, it's going to pop up in your credit report. So how the credit bureaus, how they read that is that, all right, now you just got access to, let's say, $50,000, $50,000 worth of credit. So they got a $50,000 credit card. You just got access to a $50,000 credit card with a 20-year history of payment. I mean, that this person been paying, on time, keeping their utilization on their card low for 20 years. Boom, your credit score is going to shoot up. Your credit score is going to shoot up. So you're going to go from a 580, you might go to like a 650 or 700. Just depends on how many trade lines, what trade lines you have. And then if you get real skillful at it, you able to rearrange things. So you'll spend, let's say 500, 1200 $2,000, $3,000 on a down payment on a vehicle, when you can spend $900 on selected trade lines or one trade line, get your credit score up, go to the dealership, and potentially not have a down payment and have the car of your dreams for a cheaper note. That's just one aspect of credit, guys. That's just one aspect of using trade line. So imagine if you get your credit up to par. Let's say you get 700 plus, and you like my wife, you get a 10,000, 20,000, $30,000 credit card, and for a couple of years you making payments or whatever, and you put your credit on the trade line. That means people literally paying you $600 just for you to add them as authorized user on a credit card. A credit card that they'll never know the number to, a credit card that they'll never have access to. And for some reason, if they was to gain access to the credit card, the way credit cards are set up, the fraud department is so good, you just say, hey, that wasn't me. Because I'm gonna tell you, once you get past a $500 credit card, you start getting like $1,000 credit card, $3,000 credit card, $10,000, $20,000 credit card. Man, the fraud department is so good. They cater to you. So it absolute and no risk. That's module one. Module two and six-figure journeys, man. I show you how you can have absolutely no skills. Like we was talking about a little earlier about we was talking earlier about me paying somebody to run my ads and me paying somebody to do my funnel pages and stuff like that. Well, module two, I show you exactly where you can go. Some people don't even know this. Where you can go and go to Google Skills. Y'all know when I go live, I give you all the game for free. I always tell you, if you want the game for free, watch my videos, man. But if you want me to put it together in one package to plug and play, you plug in and you want to play, you gotta pay me. This right here, free game. Go to Google Skills. You go to Google Skills, that's all sorts of Google certifications. There are videos. It might take you 1 day, it might take you 2 days, it might take you a week. It just depends on the skill that you want. After you finish those videos, those series of videos, depending on what you want to do, um, you get certified. Well, you take that certification to different websites, right? Different platforms, and I tell you about it in the course. You take that certification on there, and you build your a portfolio, meaning that you might not go on there and say, "Hey, look, I do marketing, I do Google Ads," and try to charge somebody $1,000. Nah, you might not want to do that. You might want to go ahead and get your certification, and then you want to list yourself, right? And then you want to like build your portfolio. You want to like start out cheap. Hey, I run you, in my case, tech. I run your ad campaign $50. I run your ad campaign $100, and get you some clients and then work your way up. But that's you going for no skills at all to go and get certified by Google to go into a platform and charge people literally to sit at your computer to either write an ad or produce a video, or some people already have a production team where they have their ads together. They just need you to plug in the demographic and how often they run and make sure that they don't go over budget. Man, I see where people charge $700, not per it's Google Skills. Just search Google Skills. Not for $700, not for like a project. No, I seen it where they charge upwards of $700 per hour. Know why? Because you have big companies, man, big companies that's running hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of ads every month, and they need somebody that's certified, that knows exactly how that thing goes. They need somebody to run that for them. Free game, man. You just you literally sit at your house and your pajamas or whatever, and your robe with a cup of coffee or something like that, and you take the Google course at your own leisure, at your own time. You get certified, and then you perfect your craft. Bring your little portfolio, do a couple of people campaigns or whatever, you know, and then once you get confident, then you just go ahead and you I make good. Yeah, Fever is one of Fiber, I think is the name of it. It's one of the sites that you can bring that to. Um, it's in the description of this video, sixfigurejourneys.com. You just build your stuff up, and boom, now you can charge what you want. Charge what you want. People like me go to that the site like Fever, or whatever that was you just put in there. Go to that site like that, and I look for people like you to run my campaign because I'm making content. All right, I'm making content. I like this video course for the hotspots. I create this video course, but I don't have all day to be on there writing and typing, right? Because after I research, after I spend the money, after I put the video course together, right? After I do all of that, I'm trying to go on to the next thing, but I need somebody to market it, or I need somebody to market my videos. I need somebody to. I probably already, me personally, I make my own videos, but I probably need somebody to go ahead and manage like my ads, give them a budget. I might need them to make my funnel page. Right, if you don't know what a click funnel is, when you go to Six Figure Journeys, journeys is plural.com, when you go there, you're gonna see it's gonna bring you to like a landing page, what we call in the business a landing page. All right. No, DA is not back. That's not DA. It's gonna yeah, you gotta build the list. Go to a landing page, it's gonna ask you for an email. Put your email in there. Once you put your email in there, then I got that email. So no matter what product I have in the future, I can reach back out to you. I can reach back out to you. All right. Um, from that landing page is going to take you to like let's say you hit buy course now. I'm going to offer you another product. Like in this particular click funnel, it offers you my LLC, how to form an LLC, $20. You might say, I don't want to do the LLC. I just want to go to the video. You hit boom, take it to the video with a buy. So that's mainly like what we call a funnel. It gives you an overview. It offers you one or several other products before you get to the main product, but during that funnel, during that process, I got your information. Whether you buy or not, I got your information. You might not be interested in that. You might be interested in something else. All of that, guys, are just two modules, sixfigurejourneys.com. The last module, I'm showing you exactly how I'm making money currently. All right. And before I get off a live, I'm gonna tell you guys something else I started doing to make money. And if you follow me on TikTok, you already know that. Taking a bath to TikTok. Yeah, start to end, $20. How to do an LLC. Full disclosure, is Louisiana. I do my own LLCs because my LLCs are not complicated. But if you if how can I put it? If you're not confident enough to do it, then I recommend you hire a lawyer or someone that does LLCs, where you can find them on Facebook and stuff like that. They do LLCs for you. If you need something, complicated or something um just for your niche. But what I do, I don't need all of that. My LLCs is straight to the point. And the LLC can be an asset, guys. And if you don't think you to the stage, that I go again all over the place. If you don't think you to the stage to where you need an LLC, I want to tell everybody out there, I don't care where you at. If you don't want an LLC, but you want a side hustle, you can get you a DBA. Go to your bank and ask them what you need for a DBA, doing business as. In my case, what I had to do is I had to go to my clerk of court, and I had to sign an affidavit declaring that, hey, my name is Donald Wayne Bogan Jr. and I'm doing business as Donald Bogan Consulting, right? That's one of my DBAs, Donald Bogan Consulting. I do consulting with nonprofits, right? I help develop and train nonprofits, their staff and stuff, how to organize people. So that's not an LLC, that's a DBA. But money that comes into that account, I can go and I can apply for a credit card. It's associated with my social. Yes, it's not like a LLC or whatever. It's associated with my social, but I can get a separate credit card just based off of that business. That business. So if you don't want a LLC, you can get you a DBA doing business as. You just declaring that, hey, I'm doing business as whatever, and you can get checks, you get debit cards, and you get credit cards, and the entity name. So back to six figure journeys, I show you exactly what I'm doing to make money now in the last module and what I'm looking to do in the future, which is again, I'm about to give it to you free game. You don't have to get the course. I'm looking to do what they call, you go in and you buy a house, but you don't go to the bank. And how you do that, Tech? So people might be behind in their mortgage, right? So people behind in their mortgage, and the bank usually give you options before they foreclose. Okay, they allow you to do a quick sale or modification or something like that, right? What I'm looking to do is I'm looking to go with people that's looking to do a quick sale. So I come to you and I be like, look here. What I do is I go ahead and I catch up your mortgage and I give you money to relocate. Okay, a a house, a mortgage is different than a vehicle. A vehicle, when you get a vehicle, the person you finance the vehicle from, they hold the title. A mortgage, you control the title, but your house is still financed. So follow me, guys. Follow me now. I literally can go to somebody that's behind in their mortgage, but after 3 months they start sending letters. So let's say they're behind in their mortgage 6 months, right? And they need to foreclose in a bad place. Let's say on average the medium price in this area might be, let's say, $1,200 a month for probably a 3 bedroom home, right? I go to that person, I say I give you 4 grand or $6,000. It depends how far they are behind. I give you $6,000 to go ahead and $6,000 to go ahead and catch up this mortgage, which I'm going to get this off your credit report. I mean, you're still gonna have to lay payments or whatever, but I'm going to get you current, and I'm going to give you $1,200 or $2,000 to relocate. So let's just say $8,000 altogether. Hypothetically speaking, you get it way cheap. You can get it for like $3,000. You give them $500 to relocate. It's your negotiation. So what you do is, and I got this in module 3, all of the documentations you need. So the first documentation, one of the first documentations, that you need power of attorney, right? The reason why you need power of attorney, because it's a temporary power of attorney, not over their life, but just over their mortgage. So you can have the ability to call the mortgage company to make sure that they are behind what they say they are behind, right? So you get that temporary power of attorney. Also, you're gonna need that to be able to, title. You can use a title finding company, or you can, put in the work yourself to make sure that that mortgage or that property have a clean title. It don't have any liens or holes on it, right? Okay, you sign those documents. All right, and then they sell you the title. So now you own the title to the house, and you're responsible for making the mortgage payments. You just help that person move into a different home, and you just got them current with the mortgage company. But you own that title, so you can rent that house. You can turn it to Airbnb. Man, it's called subject to. It's called subject to. So as long as I'm making the note every month, I'm Gucci. I own the title, right? So I can rent that house out forever. I'm just paying the note. I'm just paying the note. So I literally just got a home that I can rent out, that I don't have the hassle of dealing with the bank. Because look, people who flip homes, you have a limit unless you have a huge investment team. Let me explain to you why. It's something called debt. It's something called income to debt ratio, right? Meaning the bank is going to look and they're going to say, all right, Tech, you got all of this money flowing in, but you have all of these obligations, right? So, yeah, I give you money for 2 houses, but I don't think you could afford 3 houses. So now, if you're in that game, if you don't have a huge investment team or a lot of capital, right? I don't care how good your credit is. At a certain point, if your revenue flow don't meet your ambitions, the bank is going to say, we're not going to lend you any more money because you got too much out there. Well, subject to, I'm not limited by a bank. I literally can have 30 houses for our anniversary. We got it. Me and my wife, a couple of weeks ago, we got an Airbnb on the beach. I literally can have 30 houses on the beach, guys, hypothetically speaking, to where it's an Airbnb to where people just paying me. We probably paid probably $600 for 2 days. My goodness, man, $600 for 2 days. If the mortgage just 1,100, 1,200, depend. I mean, the price is going to depend on where you live. All right. I'm getting all of that and more than that, guys. Or I can rent it out, and I can repeat that process over and over and over and over again. Um, and let's say, for example, check, I don't have 6,000, I have 8,000. Man, pull your money together with a couple of friends. Especially if you get the six-figure journey course. By the time you get to that point, man, you should have methods in your mind of how you making money. So yeah, sixfigurejourneys.com. Um, those three modules, that's three modules. The credit itself can make you money. The Google skills can make you money. And I tell you what I'm doing to make money and what I'm looking to do subject to buy homes and stuff like that. All of the paperwork that you need is in the attachments and that video course module. You can just go ahead and if you get the course, just download the paper work that you need, and you can just have the people sign it. The guy that I even brought the information from, because he sell video courses and stuff, and he sell documents. I even give you his YouTube channel if you want to know more about it. That's what I tell you guys all the time, man. Y'all, look, people be like, man, Tech boy, you know so much, man. I'm just an average Joe like you, man. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. The only thing that separates me from some people is that I do this. I read and I spend money, $2. That's all the cash I got. I read, and I spend money on information. All right. I read and I spend money on information. I do research and I buy information. I buy video courses, I buy books, I buy documentations, I buy software, I buy programs. Some of it work out, some of it don't. Guys, I research. Once I get it to a point to where it's working for me, I put it together and I create like a video course or an ebook or something like that. This stuff is not hard, man. It each time each time I start my videos off, hey guys, welcome to the channel, taking the bath, and the bathroom's on the plea where you can play your gadgets in peace. You can play with your gadgets in peace. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and check out my ebook. What is my ebook about? The man who set himself on fire. The man who set himself on fire. What the ebook is about, Tech? It's about the time when I set myself on fire and I had 23% of my body burnt, my whole face burnt off, second to third degree burns. There was a tragic experience that while I was recovering, I wrote about it as therapy that I then monetized. That experience was a form of knowledge that I obtained from going through that traumatic fire and everything that entails it. Going through that, I put that out on paper and I monetized that knowledge that I got out of that experience. It's no different than selling a product, man. It's no different than selling hotspots. It's no different than selling courses about credit. You guys can buy this stuff. You guys can put your own spin on it. You guys can uh, build on it, become better than the teacher, right? Students supposed to always become better than the master at some point. And not only can you make money off the information that I'm giving you, you can repackage this information and give it or sell it to somebody else. This stuff is not complicated, man. It's not complicated, but that's it. Sixfigurejourneys.com. Now, what's not in sixfigurejourneys.com, what I started doing a couple of months ago, if you follow me on TikTok, taking the bathroom in TikTok, I started buying pallets of return merchandise. And basically, I'm on my second pallet. I did it twice. My first pallet was like tents, like 10 people tents, canopy tents, pop-up tents, hoverboards, and what else I had up in there? Motorized scooter. What else I had? Basketball goals. So I paid, excuse me, I paid my first pallet. I paid about $600 for that pallet. It had about $13,000, worth of material on there because you get a manifest and it tell you the retail market of each item on there, and it's returned. So some of the stuff works, some of the stuff don't work, but on average, they tell you 70% plus of the items do work. Cause come on now, you guys, y'all return stuff and say it's broke and it worked. Okay, my first pallet. Okay, I paid about 600 and some dollars. I want to say 640, something like that. The thing that got me was shipping, cause shipping was about another $500 or something. Altogether, my first pallet, I spent. I want to say my first pallet. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. My first pallet was like 300 and some dollars. It was $13,000 worth of worth of merchandise. I paid like 300 and some dollars for the pallet, but I paid like $400 for the shipping. Now they have different locations in Louisiana. You probably gonna have different locations where you at. I could have drove um about a state or so over something like that. I'm lying. They don't have. I don't think they have any locations in Louisiana. I could have drove like to Arkansas. I think they got one. Well, Kentucky they got one. I could have drove there, but to me, it's not worth my time to drive there that far. I just paid for a truck. I mean, literally, an 18 wheeler will come to your house. They do residential. All right. What I do is I get an 18 wheeler with a lift truck, right? I mean with a lift on it, all right. And the reason why I get a lift is because 18 wheeler can get down most residential places, um, because of the power lines. But what I do is I have them meet me in the local parking lot or in the corner of my home, and I just go back my pickup truck in there. They'll lower the lift gate into the truck, take the pallet jack, push it in the truck. I drive to the house, unpack it. So my first pallet, I did that. Hoverboards, scooters, basketball goals, and tents. All right. Made my money back. I got like 4 hoverboards left. I just got a shipment of my second shipment that I just bought, pilots of return goods. It's all Keurig coffee pots, all Keurig coffee pots. You got the Keurig Slim, the Keurig Compact, the Keurig Duo, and I got the call it the Keurig the K Latte. All right, that pallet was $600 with shipping and all. I spent like $1,000 flying out the door like hotcakes, guys. Flying out the door like hotcakes. So that's something else you might want to be interested in making money is buying pallets of returns. Now, me, I'm limited because I'm doing it from my home. Um, so I can't go gun ho. I'm gonna tell you, you get the most bang for your buck if you buy a truckload. And I didn't see truckloads like I'm gonna tell y'all this. And y'all don't tell my wife if y'all come across my wife, don't tell my wife. Man, I want to pull the trigger so bad on the truckload of Lowe's return. $13,000 lawnmower, um, outdoor furniture, power tools, a whole truckload, 26 pallets, only for $13,000. Come on, man. Come on, man. I ain't got nowhere to put 26 pallets though, man. And again, let's say tech. I don't have $1,000. All right, man, get the program, start selling hotspots or whatever. I don't care if you got to sell 5 sticks or whatever. Get with somebody else, put your money together, man. It, you gonna make your money back. You gonna make your money back. It's ways we can make money out here. It's ways we can make money out here, man. The only thing I do is I make investments. I make investments into this stuff. That's why I don't know why people hate on me, but it comes with the territory. Anytime you put yourself out, people gonna say good or bad. They gonna hate or whatever. It just comes with the territory. I make the investment. I put together a program showing people how to do it, and then I charge you guys a fee, um, because it's plug and play. You plug into it, you run the play. I charge you guys a fee, but I tell you guys all the time. I'm not perfect, but I think I'm transparent with my audience. I tell hey, you know what, Mark? My bishop If you guys don't know, I'm an elder in the church. I'm in Kojic, Church of God in Christ. My bishop, what he want is, and I would set up of our churches like this. We have our jurisdiction, and in the jurisdiction you have different districts. So districts is comprised of several small churches, right? So all of the different districts makes up a jurisdiction. So you might have, let's say a jurisdiction, let's say a district have 5 churches. Let's say a jurisdiction have, just to keep a even number, 5 districts. All right. So you might have like 20 churches or so or more in the jurisdiction or whatever when everybody come together. So let's say you got about 2,000 people you have access to. My bishop wanted every church to have a thrift store. So what that mean is he wanted to partner with me. Why he wanted to partner with me? Because the work already done. Only thing he got to do is plug and play. He wanted to partner with me. My bishop is a multi-millionaire. He's one of my mentors. He make his money through housing, construction, and real estate. Partner with me to buy to get a warehouse to store this stuff. We just talked about this last week. To store this stuff, get a box truck and sell pallets to the churches. So if you're a church, King Human, yeah, King Human, oh, I say you talking to me. Sell pallets to the church. Uh, so think about it. If you're a church and now you got a thrift store and you buy a pallet, because you ain't gonna have to pay for shipping. You buy a pallet for like $500, $600 from us. All right, because we got a truckload and we selling. My math probably not right, but let's say we sell a pallet, $1,000 a pallet, and we got X amount of pallets. All right, and we sell it to each church. Well, you paid $1,000 for a pallet, but you probably got $20,000 worth of merchandise. So it's a win-win for the church. It'd be like a thrift store or whatever. Uh, Man, there's so many ways you can make money. Even in the video course of the reseller for the hotspot, the original purpose of this live. Even in that video course, a lot of you guys live in areas to where people. What's up, baby? Practice was good. A lot of you guys in areas where people have access to broadband. So I done heard people say, "Well, tech, I can't sell it that high because I use the example people might I use the example people might have access to like 400 megabytes for like $100 or $40 with Spectrum or Charter or Comcast or something, right? So you say I'm out in a rural area, I can't really use that program. You could. Another example I give to making money is, peek this out, home security. You watch the channel, you see the videos that I do reviews on, the security videos that I do reviews on. Some of those cameras are battery operated. You just take a solar panel, put it on there, and it's self-sufficient. You just need internet. But wait a minute, what happened when the lights go out? Your security is down. So you literally can start your own security business, charge them a monthly fee, which mainly would comprise of the hotspot, right? Go set up the cameras. It's not hard to set up the cameras because they're wireless. Set up the cameras, right? Download the app, register the app, show them how to work the app and the cameras, and charge them a fee to monitor their cameras for the upkeep of their cameras because it's LTE. You know what I'm saying? They'll be paying that monthly fee, and they always will have access to their cameras. So you can do that. Even if they have access to high speed internet, you can market yourself as that. Man, there's so many ways out here to make money, guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump off a live and talk to my daughter about what she did today for practice because they had what they did?
Waitlist maxing out.
Maxing out and all that. So yeah, program ended today.
We gotta come back Thursday.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get what you call it, the tea. Go ahead and get the tea from her, y'all. But go ahead, man. Check out sixfigurejourneys.com, resellers. All the information is in the description of this video. It's your boy taking a bathroom. Thank you guys for spending your morning with me. Peace. God bless. Just figure out how to turn this thing off while I'm driving.